Today, I want to talk to you about something that often goes unnoticed, something we tend to brush aside in our pursuit of bigger, grander goals. I want to talk about small wins. Yes, those tiny victories that seem insignificant in the moment, but hold the power to transform our lives in ways we can't even imagine. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you celebrated yourself? Not for landing that big promotion, not for achieving a major milestone, but for the small, everyday victories? Did you celebrate when you finally got out of bed on a morning when all you wanted to do was pull the covers over your head? Did you celebrate when you chose a salad over fast food, or when you finished a task you'd been procrastinating on for weeks? If your answer is no, you're not alone. Most of us are so focused on the finish line that we forget to appreciate the steps we take to get there. But here's the truth. Small wins matter. They are the building blocks of success, the quiet heroes of our journey. And today, I'm here to tell you why you should not only acknowledge them, but celebrate them with all your heart. Let's start with a story. Imagine a young artist named Sarah. Sarah dreams of holding her own art exhibition one day. She envisions a gallery filled with her paintings, people admiring her work, and her name in lights. But every time she sits down to paint, she feels overwhelmed. The gap between where she is and where she wants to be feels insurmountable. One day, Sarah decides to shift her focus. Instead of fixating on the big exhibition, she starts celebrating the small wins. She celebrates finishing a sketch, even if it's not perfect. She celebrates learning a new technique, even if it takes her hours to get it right. She celebrates showing up to her canvas every day, even when inspiration is hard to find. Over time, something incredible happens. Those small wins start adding up. Each celebration fuels her motivation, and before she knows it, she's created a body of work she's proud of. And guess what? That dream exhibition? It happens. Not because she magically arrived at her goal, but because she celebrated every step of the way. This is the power of small wins. They keep us moving forward, even when the road ahead seems long and daunting. But if small wins are so powerful, why do we so often ignore them? The answer lies in our conditioning. From a young age, we're taught to aim high, to dream big, and to measure success by major achievements. We're told that anything less than extraordinary isn't worth celebrating. Think about it. When you were in school, did your parents celebrate when you got a B on a test? Or did they ask why it wasn't an A? When you started your career, did you celebrate landing your first job? Or did you immediately start worrying about the next promotion? This mindset creates a dangerous cycle. We set impossibly high standards for ourselves, and when we don't meet them, we feel like failures. We forget that success is a journey, not a destination, and every step of that journey deserves recognition. If you're still not convinced, let's talk science. Research shows that celebrating small wins triggers the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation. Dopamine not only makes us feel good, but also reinforces the behavior that led to the win, making us more likely to repeat it. In other words, when you celebrate a small win, you're not just giving yourself a pat on the back. You're training your brain to associate effort with reward. You're building momentum, one small win at a time, and momentum is everything. It's what turns a single step into a marathon. It's what transforms a dream into reality. Now that we've established why small wins matter, let's talk about how to celebrate them. The key is to make it personal. What feels like a celebration to you might not feel the same to someone else. Here are a few ideas to get you started. 1. Acknowledge the win. The first step is simply recognizing that you've achieved something. Take a moment to pause and say, I did this. This is a win. 2. Share it with someone. Tell a friend, a family member, or even your social media followers. Sharing your win not only amplifies the joy, but also holds you accountable to keep going. 3. Reward yourself. Treat yourself to something you enjoy, a favorite snack, a relaxing bath, or an episode of your favorite show. The reward doesn't have to be big, it just has to feel special. 4. Reflect on the journey. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Remember the challenges you've overcome and the progress you've made. 5. Set a new small goal. Use the momentum from your win to set a new goal. Remember, small wins are stepping stones, not stopping points. When you start celebrating your small wins, something magical happens. It creates a ripple effect that touches every area of your life. First, it boosts your confidence. Every small win is proof that you're capable, that you're moving forward, and that you're closer to your goals than you were yesterday. Second, it shifts your mindset. Instead of focusing on what you haven't achieved, you start focusing on what you have. You begin to see progress everywhere, and that progress fuels your motivation. And finally, it inspires others. When you celebrate your wins, you give others permission to celebrate theirs. You create a culture of positivity and encouragement where everyone feels empowered to chase their dreams. So here's my challenge to you. Starting today, commit to celebrating your small wins. Whether it's finishing a chapter of a book, hitting a new personal best at the gym, or simply getting through a tough day, take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate it. And don't just do it for yourself. Share your wins with others. Celebrate their wins too. Let's create a world where every step forward is recognized, where every effort is valued, and where every small win is a cause for celebration. Friends, life is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And in a marathon, every step counts. The small wins are what keep us going, what keep us motivated, and what ultimately lead us to the finish line. So the next time you achieve something, no matter how small, don't brush it aside. Celebrate it. Honor it. Let it remind you that you're capable, that you're making progress, and that you're on your way to greatness. Because here's the truth. Success isn't just about the big moments. It's about the small wins that get us there, and those small wins, they're worth celebrating. Thank you.